Seen here rehearsing last Thursday, it had been painstakingly restored and was the only one of its type in Britain. It was nearing the end of its display yesterday afternoon and completing a series of rolls alongside the runway when it crashed. It suddenly lost height, hit the ground and disintegrated into a fireball. Around 13,000 spectators were at Duxford for the show. All were a safe distance from the crash, but many were left deeply shocked.
There was a load of Mustangs ready to take off at the same time. Thank God they never hit them, but he did take off one or two civil aircraft. It was a terrible sight.
Rescue services were already on standby close to the runway and were spraying foam onto the burning wreckage within seconds. Several light aircraft parked on the south side of the runway were destroyed in the crash. Debris from the exploding aircraft was sent flying across the airfield and towards the M11 motorway. One lorry was damaged, but no one on the road was hurt. The Lightning was owned by the Fighter Collection based at Duxford. Video footage of the crash shows its left wing clipping the ground as the aircraft recovers from the last roll. Crash investigators are today beginning the official inquiry into the accident.
The Northamptonshire gynaecologist...
To the pilot who died when his World War II vintage aircraft crashed at an air display in Cambridgeshire. Thousands of spectators saw Michael Proudfoot lose control of the plane while he performed low-level acrobatics. Sally Chidzoy reports.
These are the final seconds of the P-38 Lightning fighter plane captured on video by spectators. They watched in horror as it spun out of control, hitting 10 stationary aircraft on the ground.
I thought to myself, he's never going to pull out. And suddenly his wingtip hit the ground and it just burst into flame.
All I could see at the corner of my eye was this fireball coming down the runway and everybody was shouting, "Oh no."
There's a whole shockwave through the whole place. It was absolutely silent. People with so much respect, you know, and this went on for a long time.
None of the spectators was hurt. A lorry driver travelling along the M11 at the time suffered shock when his vehicle was hit by flying debris. Michael Proudfoot, who was an ex-RAF man, was one of the most experienced pilots of historic military aircraft. Tributes to him have been arriving at Duxford all day.
He was a very, very professional, very experienced, always cheerful, but always serious with the things that mattered, and very, very careful, and a very, very accomplished pilot.
Aviation crash experts are studying several theories. One is the possibility that a control line in the plane snapped during the manoeuvre.